Dakota. This is Mrs. Skoglund just giving you a little bit of feedback on your summer assignment, and I'm primarily going to look at this paragraph that you identified as being your strongest writing, which was on story. So just kind of to go through some things that I saw, and you can go back and click on these comments later in turnitin.com. I really liked your topic sentence a lot. When you said that the misconception is that a lot of people think facts are more reliable, but then you said actually a lot of the time people tend to remember stories better. So I thought that you did a good job of addressing what the question was asking and not just repeating it. You actually gave an answer to it. That was really good to see. I also liked your selection of evidence. When I first read this quote, from the first quote that you selected, I had to think, is that answering the question? But then I realized you were using this quote to show the misconceptions that people have and what people get wrong about stories. So I liked that a lot. One area I would encourage you to come in and work on is embedding your evidence. So, and we're going to talk about this in class a lot, but notice here you don't quite have the punctuation right. There should be a comma anytime we have a dialogue word. Daniel Pink said, pause, stories amuse. And then down here, this quote was a little bit odd. It just felt kind of awkward when I read it out loud. Also, if you're quoting someone other than Daniel Pink, that's actually a quote within a quote, and so we need an extra set of single quotation marks there. So just kind of some little detail things we're going to want to work on there. Next thing I would encourage you to look at kind of on the commentary front is, I think you were not just summarizing what the quotation said, but I do think I needed a little bit more in your commentary. So ideally, commentary for us is going to basically tell me why you picked this quote to answer the question or answer what's in the topic sentence. So for this piece of commentary, I was looking for you to tell me about basically this quote is wrong and what's good about stories. And so you kind of just briefly said, when a person doesn't pay attention to stories, they miss a lot of things. Well, what are those things? Why do they miss them, right? I kind of need more details there. Last thing I'd like you to kind of take a look at and keep working on is your internal citations. These are not correct. We actually want to have Pink's last name, no punctuation, and then the page number. And we'll keep working on that, but just another kind of little detail thing there. I also read through your art-directed activities, and I really liked this symphony one. I was a band person all through college, actually, so I'm very familiar with the 1812 Overture, and so I just enjoyed reading your paragraph. Kind of brought me back to that, so that was really fun. All right, so just wanted to give you some feedback.